record, and here we go.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
First base, Bo Rock. Second base, Jackson Settlemyers. Shortstop, G. Treadway. Third base, Jared Morris. Catcher, Stone Collier. Pitcher, Ty Wicker. And DH, Ben Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to game 1 of 2 this afternoon here between ICC and East Central. I'm Adam Gore, joined by the good Dr. Brad Boggs here as we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening pitch here between ICC and East Central. East Central comes in with a record of 39-3, 15-3 overall. They are the number 2 team in the country. ICC 13-23, 5-13 in conference play. The Guaranty Bank opening pitch coming your way at 159, and it's in there for a strike. So 0-1 is the count, as this is the second baseman. McGee swings on that pitch. And the throw across the way was caught. So it's a little confusing there on the delay, as
Eli Smith.
the third baseman, Jarrett Morris, who is usually solid over there, was kind of confused, but he did catch the line out. And so that will be out number 1. So now this will be Eli Smith coming to the plate. Eli playing in center field, coming to bat with 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the first. Swings on this one, pops it up. Center fielder is going to go over and make the play for out number 2. So quickly 2 away here. We'll give you the starting lineups in the exchange of the innings, as this is Barrett Rogers, the first baseman, coming to the plate here. Well, it's a quick turnaround here for East Central. They actually had to go back and finish their games with Jones yesterday. As there's a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman's going to eat it up, throw it across. And a quick 3-up, 3-down inning there. Positive start for the Indians. And Dr. Boggs, I know you're still making out your starting lineups there. You ready to talk about those, or you want me to go through them?
Well, I can start talking about them if you would like for me to.
All right, we'll go ahead and rock and roll.
All right, we want to start with East Central.
Yes.
What we got, of course, as we saw, Brady McGee, second base, leading off. Batting second will be Eli Smith, playing center field. Third, Barrett Rogers, playing first. Cleanup spot will be Mo Little, will be DHing today. Batting fifth, Trey Bridges, who will be in right field. Batting sixth is Liam Gilbert, who will be behind the plate today, catching. Batting seventh will be Reed Hall, who will be at third base. Batting eighth will be Cotton Langston, who will be in shortstop. And batting ninth is Nick Arender. Is that
That's
correct?
Arinder.
Arinder.
Yes.
Okay, Arinder.
And that is your lineups there for East Central. We mentioned 39-3 on the year, 15-3 in conference play, number 2 in the country entering today's series. And now let's take a look at the starting lineups here for the ICC Indians. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. And Coach Rick Collier hopes he's got that same winning combination put together here in Game 1 against the nationally ranked Warriors.
Yes, leading off will be Jude Treadaway at short, be playing shortstop. Batting second will be Jackson Settlemyers, who will be playing second base. Batting third will be Ben Davis, who will be DHing today in the first game. Batting cleanup will be Stone Collier, be behind the plate catching. Batting fifth will be Bo Rock, who will be at first base. Batting sixth, Dre McCray, will be out in right field. Batting seventh, Hayden Roberts, who will be in center field. Batting eighth will be Jarrett Morris, who will be at third. And batting ninth will be Luke Wood, be out in left field. And on the mound for the Indians, as we mentioned, back at the top of the first, will be pitching will be Ty Wicker.
So Wicker got a quick 3-up, 3-down inning after a line out to third, a fly ball to center, and then a ground ball to second for a 3-up, 3-down top of the first inning. Well, as we mentioned, East Central, a quick turnaround as they had to pick up their Game 1 in the 15th inning against Jones, end up winning that one in that inning, and then went on to win Game 2 against Jones yesterday. So a quick turnaround coming to the ballpark today to take on the Indians. Warm-ups are done here in the exchange of innings. And for ICC, it'll be Jude Treadaway, Jackson Settlemyers, and Ben Davis scheduled up here in the bottom of the first. And so this will be Treadaway at the dish. Swing to the first pitch, and it is going to be ripped in there for a single. Nice way to start the game there for Jude.
Well, kind of like last week, Adam, both teams are coming out swinging the bats here and not wasting a lot of time, not seeing a lot of pitches. Doesn't mean that they need to at this point, but they're seeing what they want to hit, and they're swinging at it and making solid contact. So it's worked out in favor for the Indians here in the bottom of the first as they lead off with a single there and get the leadoff man on base with no outs.
So with no outs and runner at first, this is now going to be Jackson Settlemyers at the plate. Do apologize. For some reason, the mouse is extra sensitive today as it double-clicked on that last play there, so hopefully to kind of get it out of its system here.
I thought we had wasp in here. I didn't know we had any mice.
As this pitch is going to be flared out to the right side, it's going to go foul for strike 1.
Yeah, out in the parking lot, took a couple of hops there, and no cars, Adam.
That's a good start. Good start. I think we've only had one hit solid this year.
I think you're right.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Settlemyers. Runner at first. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Game one as there's a snap throw over to first. Not in time. And we'll stay at 1-1. Well, absolute beautiful day for baseball. If you're watching at home within driving distance, we do want to encourage you to come out here. We got a full day, as they're going to say he did not go on that. So 2-1 now is the count here on Jackson Settlemyers.
As we mentioned, for East Central, got Chris Billingsley on the mound there for them, who is a freshman out of Brent, Alabama, Bibb County High School, as he throws back over to first, and Treadaway gets back in. He's had 6 appearances on the year, 3 wins, no losses, 19 to third innings pitched, giving up 13 hits, 9 runs, 14 walks, 23 Ks, 4.19 ERA, as that is ball 3 right there.
Yeah, nice take on the part of Settlemyers to make it a 3-1 count now. So he will dig in with a runner at first and no outs. Bottom of the first, game 1 of 2 this afternoon. Taking the whole way that time as that pitch looked a little low. ICC fans wanted it, but did not get it. 3-2 now is the count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Pitch on its way.
Runner goes.
A little hit and run action going there as that pitch fouled out to the parking lot, and we'll stay at 3-2.
They got a full count. Of course, it's in the runner as they foul that one back. Settlemyers, so missed opportunity there, but still 3-2 count. Settlemyers alive, no outs.
So waiting the pitch here on its way, and that drifts high for a ball, and a nice at bat there by Jackson Settlemyers to draw the walk, first walk of the game. And it's runners on first and second now, as this will bring the DH, Ben Davis, to the plate.
Yeah, that's huge, Adam. And what you want to do when you're playing a team like East Central, number 2 team in the nation, you want to jump out quick. Indians right now are in a position to do that, jump out ahead very quickly here. 2 runners on, got runners at first and second, no outs. East Central is playing the corners in. I doubt Ben will be bunting here, and he did take strike 1 there. It's a curveball. I just don't see Ben bunting in this situation, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, beautiful breaking pitch that time, falls across for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Ben Davis. Runners at first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the first. That pitch jammed him, fought it off, and now to go 0-2 now here on Davis.
Yeah, on that inner half right there, that bat right there kind of jammed him, as you mentioned. Good pitch by Billingsley there to run it in on that inner half. Now he's down 0-2 in the count. Love to put something in play, even especially on that right side of the field here, if you could, and especially find that hole there in between first and second.
This pitch fouled back and out of play. Good job making contact to keep that bat alive here by Davis. You've got Treadaway at first. He singled to right field, then a walk drawn by Jackson Settlemyers. You've got runners on first and second. No outs, bottom of the first. No score here between ICC and East Central. Ben Davis is at the plate, awaiting the pitch from Billingsley. Pops this one up, right side. First baseman's going over in foul territory. Looks like he lost it, and it's actually going to get out of play.
Yeah, it's a break right there for the Indians, because that's not what you wanted. I said hit something to the right side, but it's not deep enough. Yeah, and that's not deep enough to advance the runners. More than likely, it's not. So you want something on that right side. You want something deep, or fairly deep, midways out there, at least to the right fielder or center right. Get the tag maybe, or get that run over. But especially anything on the ground between first and second right now could definitely get your runners and move them up.
So the count stays 0-2 now here on Davis. Runners still at first and second after that foul ball. Davis digging in. Rips this one. It's hit, and it's to the gap. And that's going to score 1 for sure. Are they going to ask 2 to score? They're going to hold him up at third, and that's going to be a Davis Ford double by Davis.
Yeah, good, in my opinion, great job there by Coach Conner to hold him up right there. Wasn't worth the chance to chance that arm right there. He had a great relay in and hit the cutoff and relayed it back in, so it held the runner at third with Settlemyers. It was able to drive 1 run in. What you got, if you did not taking that chance, Adam, you got runners now at second, third, still no outs in the inning.
And this will be Stone Collier coming to the plate now. Collier swings at the first one he sees, pops this one up. Center fielder's going to have to jog back. Should be deep enough to score the run. The runner will tag from third, and it will. So a productive out there as Stone Collier will get the sacrifice fly, being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They remind you of the ultimate sacrifice plate for our sins. That's the ICC BSU, and ICC leads it now 2-0.
Yeah, big right there. And you still got a runner at second, and you only got one out here in this inning. So, one out, excuse me, that's right. And now Bo Rock up. Bo Rock with an opportunity here to get an RBI himself here and get this third run in.
So Rock will dig in. 2-0 is the Indians' leads here, and most definitely went on that one. Just couldn't quite put the brakes on there. 0-1 now is the count here to Rock. You've got Davis at second. He stayed put after that sacrifice fly as the relay was thrown into third. 0-1 is the count here to Bo Rock. And they're going to look the runner back, and we'll sit at 0-1.
Yeah, Rock coming in today with a .273 average. On base percentage, .357. Does have 11 walks to his credit, as well as 14 RBIs.
Big swing and a miss there by Rock as he was looking to do some damage with that one. 0-2 now is the count here to Bo.
And Bo's got 33 hits, too, on the year. So right now would be a good time to put together and get a good hit right here and drive that run in.
And that pitch just missing low and outside, right where the catcher was set up. Good eye on the part of Rock to hold off on that one. 1-2 now goes the count here to Bo.
Yeah, good eye. Again, on the part of Rock there to hold up on that one and take that ball. 1-2 count.
And can't catch up with the high heat there. A big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout for the second out of the inning. The first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Billingsley. I apologize for the music being so loud in the background. As now, with 2 outs, this will bring Trey McCray to the plate. Trey's been hot of late. He's hit a couple of home runs in the last few games he's played. Trying to spark the rally here for the Indians. And that's a beautiful breaking pitch. And I tell you what, Billingsley is starting to look good throwing those for strikes.
Yeah, settling down in there and throwing those for strikes as well. Of course, if you're Dre, take that pitch. I'm with him on that one. Unless it just hangs up there and you think you can do something with it, take that pitch for strike one. So I don't disagree with that.
That one's ripped, and that one's going to get through the gap, and they're going to hold the runner at third. And a clutch hit there by McCray.
Yeah, and he took something off that, Adam. I don't know if that was a breaking pitch or not, but whatever it was, he hung it up there. And Dre was able to turn on it and drive it between short and third. And so he left that one up, whatever it was. I don't know if it was just a straight change or if it was one of his breaking pitches he left up. I couldn't really tell from up here. Anyway, you got a first and third situation here for the Etowamba. We'll see, but you do have 2 outs. We'll see if they try to put anything in motion here to maybe try to work that runner in at third.
So this is Hayden Roberts, the center fielder, at the plate here for the Indians, digging in with 2 outs. And runners on the corners, ICC up 2-0.
That's a hit.
And that one's going to get down the line, and that one will go for a Davis Ford double, second of the inning here for the Indians.
Yeah, excellent job right there by Hayden Roberts. First pitch swinging went the opposite way. And I'm talking about dead opposite, almost, close to the line out there. It wasn't on the line in left field, but left-handed swinging right there. And excellent job. Easily drove in the run. Also advanced McCray over to third. And that gives you, as you mentioned, Hayden Roberts a stand-up double with an RBI. So excellent job there by Roberts. Etowamba got that third run in, which was huge. They do make a mound visit out there, one of the coaches for East Central, but that was huge right there. And what you did is you moved, again, your Dre over to third, and you're able to get Roberts was able to get that double. So now you still have 2 runners in scoring position with Jarrett Morris up here coming up the third baseman.
Well, Brad, I was talking to Coach McCrory before the game, and we're like, man, it was just one of those days that every time we come to the ballpark, we're waiting for those bats to get hot. We're due for that. So hopefully right now this is kind of seeing that starting here as the Indians have 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 outs, runners on second and third. We're here in the bottom of the first inning, and ICC leads it 3-0.
Yeah, and this is the team you want to do it on. I mean, again, you want to put the pressure on them early. And so far, that's what Etowah has done here in the bottom of the first.
That pitch in the dirt, blocked up nicely there. Jarrett Morris, the third baseman, at the plate.
And Morris comes into the day. He's got a .222 batting average so far in the year. He does have 11 walks. Takes ball 2 right there. That's low. So Morris comes in again. He does have 22 hits on the year, and 5 of those being doubles.
So the 2-0 pitch on its way. That one missing. 3-0 now is the count.
Yeah, struggling right there. You Billingsley, of course, that's going to send some way down to the pen there for East Central. Sometimes when you run into an inning like this, you start overthrowing. He found the zone there for strike 1. Clearly taken all the way was Morris, but you can't wait too much longer if you're East Central, especially with runners in scoring position here at second and third.
And that pitch swung on and missed.
Yeah,
big healthy swing.
Yeah, it was a good pitch, Adam, and it wasn't one that with the swing that Morris had on it that he was going to be able to do anything with it. It was a pull swing, and he wasn't going to be able to pull that one. It was up and out of the outer half of the strike zone. That one, he takes ball 4 right there, kind of iffy, but it looks like it was low. He's consistently called that at this bat from Morris. So
and he's going to swing on the first pitch he sees, and the right fielder's going to come in and squeeze it. And so that was a big out there for East Central, but a big inning for the Indians as they put 3 runs on the board on 4 hits, but they unfortunately leave bases loaded. But ICC leads it 3-0 after 1 complete. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the second inning. And Brad said the Indians need to come out with a positive early start here. Well, don't get much better what we just saw there. 3 runs on 4 hits. Yes, we left bases loaded, but it's been the first time in a while we've been able to see the team string together some hits like that.
Yeah, most definitely. So great job. And they come out swinging, and East Central says, hey, anything you do, I can do better. And Mo Little comes out swinging at the first pitch and drives that one into the gap between center field and left field, gets to the wall, Adam, and that's a stand-up double for Mo, which was a great hit right there. Hit that one on the money right there. And so East Central now coming out and saying, hey, we can work out some hits too.
Yeah, they can most definitely swing the bat there. And Mo Little, the DH, batting in that 4 spot. That's what he's done all year. As now this will bring Trey Bridges, the right fielder, to the plate.
Yeah, you're saying that, and of course, East Central comes in with a team batting average of .336, 42 home runs on the year thus far, and that's pretty stout. As you mentioned, Bridges takes strike 1 because ICC with a .269 team average, 24 home runs in comparison.
So 0-1 is the count now here to Bridges. Bridges batting in that 5 spot. That pitch runs inside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Bridges coming in with a .327 batting average. to this game. He does have 43 RBIs, 25 walks, 35 hits, 10 home runs on the year.
So the 1-1 pitch, that one's going to be finding the outer edge for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Trey Bridges.
Yeah, big pitch right there. That was a 1-2 count. Of course, you got your runner at second. Still, as we mentioned, no outs for East Central for the Warriors here.
So the 1-2 pitch, grounder right up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Probably will score a run. Nope, they're going to hold him at third. Great job out there in center field to quickly come in and get that one back in play. So now runners on the corners here for East Central.
Those bats, again, waking up for East Central. That's the reason the importance was for ICC to put runs on the board. Again, there in that first inning for their half, just to put a little pressure on them, but also, make them try to climb that mountain. And we need to continue to do that and keep our bats hot. So East Central is going to hit the ball at them. I mean, it is what it is. They're going to hit the ball with that team average and those home runs. So you just got to minimize the damage as much as possible. That one's going to hit him. That's not what you wanted.
No.
In that situation, it never is what you want, but it's really not what you want because now you've loaded the bases with no outs.
Yeah, East Central can already hit the ball well enough. You don't need to hit them with the ball to help them out. So now East Central, we talked about a team that could really flip the script on you in a hurry here. It's got bases loaded with no outs, and this is going to be the third baseman, Reed Hall, coming to the plate. 3-0 ICC with the lead here in the top of the second. That pitch, a little off speed, in there for a strike. 0-1 now is the count.
Yeah, kind of a slider looked like from up here where I'm sitting at the angle is a little slider that just kind of a little low, about at the knees there, but still in the strike zone. Out ahead of that one was Hall was out ahead of that one, and so quickly down 0-2 in the count.
So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runners all over the place. Bases loaded here for East Central. Wicker with the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, ball gets away. Run is going to try to score from third, and he will. Then the ball gets away from the pitcher. Second baseman's going to have to try to run in a hurry. Now they're going to have him in a rundown, and couldn't get him.
The throw was off. They had him in a rundown at him, and the runner now advances to third, who was hit by a pitch, the catcher. They had him in a rundown. They did a good job of that. It was just an errant throw when they got him in the rundown from the third base side there that Stone Collier had to go back over and get. So he had to come back to his left and try to reach and make the tag and wasn't able to get there in time. So the throw was off in that rundown situation. That's what got that second run in for East Central. Good job on their part, though.
Yeah, the error allows the run to score. The runner does advance to third. And so now it's 3-2, and that's what we said this team can do in a hurry. And that's exactly what they did here as that pitch fouled off. 1-1 now is the count.
Nice, go hit him.
Hit him again. Second straight hit batter here in the inning.
Yeah, this isn't what you want. I mean, you gave up 2 hits when you came out this inning. That's fine. That's going to happen. We know that, and that's what the pitcher needs to know, and that's what Ty Wicker out there needs to know. What you don't want to do, again, as you said, we're sitting here now. We've got the 2 hit by pitches. We've put them on, no outs, and we got an error on our end. So that's what playing the number 2 team in the country you can't do, Adam.
This is Langston Cotton at the plate, the shortstop. Looks at that first pitch high for a ball. 3-2 now is your score. Still no outs. We're here in the top of the second inning. Runners on first and third here for East Central. Cotton at the plate. Snap throw to first is not in time.
Yeah, Cotton, a freshman coming in today, batting .279. Does have 12 hits on the year, as that is taken from ball 2. I'm going to say that was on the outer part of the just off the plate on the outside, excuse me. But does have 8 RBIs on the year and 7 walks.
Runner goes, snap throw down to first, and just a little bit high, but a nice job there by Rock to climb the ladder to get it. 3-0 now is the count here to Cotton.
Yeah, in those situations, you want that snap throw. I mean, you want it to pop up and throw it at them, and don't need any hesitation. Just a slight hesitation there by Stone, but it could be because don't know where Bro was, and he was just trying not to make an errant throw. That's strike 1 right there.
So 3-1 now is the count here to Cotton as he was taking the whole way that time. 3-1 now is the count. Runner goes, a little hit and run action, and it's going to erase what could have been a double play, but they are going to score the run. And so that will be a 4-3 on the putout, but still gets the RBI, and we're tied now
Number 13,
at
Nick
3.
Arrinder.
So productive out there, and now this is going to be Nick Arrinder, coming to the plate. 3-3 is the score. Runner at second. That pitch clips the outer edge. 0-1 now is the count.
Yeah, the movement on that ball must have caught the plate there on that outer part, as you mentioned. Had a lot of movement. Wicker's pitches, a lot of times they do have a lot of movement on them. Again, 1 out here, and East Central now with a runner at second. So that's the go-ahead run is at second base, as that's ball 1.
That pitch drift high and inside to Nick Arrinder. 1-1 now is the count. There is 1 out in the inning. That pitch runs inside, 2-1 now the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runner at second here for East Central. 3-3 is the score. That went in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, clipped the inside part of the plate right there, taken, and on Arrinder was 2-2 count, as you mentioned.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here from Wicker. Checks the runner, now delivers. This pitch fouled back and out of play, and will stay at 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch right there, and Arrinder able to foul it off and stay alive in this at bat.
So we'll stay at 2-2 with 1 out and a runner at second here for East Central. 3-3 is your score. That pitch missing outside. Now the count will go full at 3-2.
Not a bad pitch right there. Couldn't get him to chase it, but not a bad pitch on the part of Wicker. See if you could get him to reach out there and just try to chase something and get him to get a strike out of it.
3-2 pitch. Popped out of play, and we'll stay at 3-2 once again.
Yeah, same pitch almost in a sense. That went out in the parking lot, and Arrinder decided he'd cut down on that one. It may have probably been a little closer to the plate there, but similar pitch, and swung at it. Full count, 1 out.
First base is open here, as there's only a runner at second right now. 3-2, as Brad mentioned, is the count. 1 out. And there's strike 3.
Yeah, I can't take that. That was close. And again, that's just too close. I think he froze him. I think he was
Number
guessing,
8,
had him
Brady
guessing on the
McGee.
pitch. It was coming in there on that 3-2 count. It's a big strikeout right there by Wicker.
That's the second out of the inning as a Renaissance Bank strikeout. Find out what's next by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. We'll flip it back to the top of the lineup now. This is going to be McGee, who lined out to the third baseman in his first at bat. Now the pickoff move to second, not in time. McGee playing second base here, leading things off for East Central. That pitch just missing inside for a ball.
Oh, we gave Wicker his due. Freshman pitcher, 7 appearances on the year, 1 win, 5 losses, 2 complete games thrown, 37 and third innings pitched, giving up 39 hits, 27 runs, 16 walks, as that's ball 2 right there. 30 Ks on the year and has 5.06 ERA.
As Wicker's just been on the tough end of a lot of 1-run losses this season. That 1-5 record not very indicative of how his season has went, as that pitch missing low for a ball. 3-0 now is the count. So runner at second with 2 outs here. 3-3 is the score. Now that one runs inside, nearly hits him, and that's going to be a walk, and that's going to be the first walk of the day issued by Wicker. He has hit a couple of batters.
18, Eli Smith.
And so now this will be Eli Smith, the center fielder, coming to the plate here with 2 outs and runners on first and second here for East Central.
He flew out to center field at the top of the first.
Listen to that pitch, missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. We'll give a shout out to Zach Randolph, who threw out, well, technically he was scheduled to throw out the first pitch, but being a former catcher, he caught the first pitch as Rick threw that one out to him. As that pitch high, 2-0 now is the count. But appreciate Zach coming home. Of course, He's the epitome of a Rick Collier player, a kid that used to get out here and get after it and earned a scholarship to Mississippi State to play baseball. Now doing good for himself out there in Amory. Is that pitch in there for a strike?
Yeah, 2-1 count.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. The Indians trying to escape the inning and keep us at a tied contest here. A check swing, foul ball. 2-2 now will be the count.
Yeah, it's kind of a protective swing in a sense. The ball was kind of high and tight there on the inside, and almost like a protective swing to rather hit the bat than it would in my face. So just kind of threw it up there, but fouled it off. 2-2 count, as you mentioned, 2 outs. We have runners at first and second.
That pitch drifts high and outside. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, you really need to get this one. You know, I mean, again, you don't want your 3-4 hitters coming up. You don't want number 2 or number 1 either, but definitely need to get this out right here and not have them come up, which he did not, and they all walked. And that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter in the lineup, which is Barrett Rogers.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous spot to be because bases are loaded. And once again here, second time this inning that East Central has loaded the bases. And as you mentioned, Brad, 3, 4, 5 hitters in your lineup. Can't make a whole lot of mistakes on pitches here as we're going to have a quick trip to the mound here. We'll take a quick break and hear from Guaranty Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Ooh, these new Little Caesars Crazy Pops are fun size, so you can eat them anywhere. Keep those hands at 10 and 2.
Enjoy Little Caesars Crazy Pups on the go for just $3.99.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as they're giving them a lot of time to talk here on the mound right now.
Yeah.
As the umpire going to break them up now.
And let me tell you why you don't want to be in this position, Adam. You got Barrett Rogers coming in today, previous to his first at bat. Had a 401 batting average with 15 walks. He does have 39 RBIs, 57 hits on the year. 4 of those being long balls. He does lead the team in batting average as well as hits.
So yeah, trouble situation here for the Indians as that pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Bases are loaded. There are 2 outs here in the inning. 3-3 is the score, but East Central threatening here in the top of the second. Big healthy swing and a miss there. 1-1 now is the count.
Man, a good pitch right there. Came on the inside part of the plate. Just came out with a fastball there. Wicker did on that inside part of the plate. Kind of challenging him just to see if he could get the barrel out in front, his hands out in front. Could not as he takes ball 2 right there. So Rogers wasn't able to get those hands out, in front and on that pitch. But 2-1 count, 2 outs.
Wicker's pitch on its way, and that one drifts high. 3-1 now is the count.
Ain't anywhere to put him, Adam, so you might as well just throw it in the zone. I mean, you got to throw strikes here. Nowhere to put him.
So waiting the 3-1 offering here from Wicker. Stares down the barrel and sets to deliver. Ripped, and it's going to be a foul ball. Heck of an effort over there by Bo. If you're ICC, you kind of wanted that one to be fair because he could have easily stepped on the bag and maybe even tossed it home for a potential double play, or actually just needed 1 out, so didn't need the double play.
Yeah, Bo did a great job down there. He kind of, again, Rogers was able to get his hands out in front of that ball that came through there and was able to pull it down the line.
This pitch foul back and out of play, and we'll stay at 3-2.
Of course, your runners are moving on the pitch, obviously simply because you got a 3-2 count, bases loaded here. So they're moving on the pitch at any time here. But it's kind of a battle right now. You got a head-to-head battle between Wicker and Rogers, see who wins.
And this pitch foul back and out of play, and we'll keep battling here at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases for the Warriors. 3-3 is the score here in the top of the second. And that's ball 4, just barely missing outside. That'll be 3 straight walks there, and East Central takes the lead now at 4-3.
Yeah,
Number 2,
3
Bo
walks in this inning as well as 2 hit by pitches. So you've put 5 on base for Adewamba. Adewamba's put 5 on base. You know, that's not the recipe for success right there.
Especially not against the number 2 team in the country. This pitch fouled out of play. 0-1 is the count, as this is Mo Little, who got this inning started with a double, scored on a pass ball, and now is back at the plate for the second time this
Mo's
inning.
got 359 average. He got 8 long balls on the year, 8 home runs. Does have 41 runs and 47 hits. Now he's got 48 hits, actually, because he got a hit his first at bat. And 9 doubles, counting the one he had earlier.
So that pitch missing outside. 1-1 now is the count. Jammed him up there. Third baseman bobbled it. Now we'll tag the bag, and that will do it. But the Indians see East Central answer with 4 runs off 2 hits and 1 error. It's 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the second. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the third inning. 4-3 East Central with the lead, as ICC kind of just helped them out a little bit in that last inning. And as we said, Brad, when you're playing the number 2 team in the country, a team that has been good over the last few years like East Central, you don't really need to give them any extra help.
No, I mean, we put 5 on for them. You know, I mean, again, I'm not taking anything away. They started the inning out with a double and a single, did a great job there. But then they also did their job by being patient at the plate, taking some walks. Jude Treadaway swings through that one. They're going to say it's a fair ball. Good scoop down there. The catcher fields it. Good scoop down there at first at East Central for East Central by Rogers. And so gets the first out of the inning on Treadaway.
Yeah, just got just the tip of that one, and it was able to roll forward 2-3 on the put out of Treadaway. And now this will bring Settlemyers to the plate. He walked and scored a run back in the first inning that ICC sent 9 batters to the plate. That pitch high and outside for a ball.
Yeah, Settlemyers, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier because if this thing's been moving so fast. 280 batting average coming in today, 37 hits.
So this one popped back and out of play. 1-1 now is the count here on Settlemyers. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Nobody on here in the top, or excuse me, yes, this is the bottom of the second. I had it as top of the third on the scoreboard, but it's bottom of the second. So that pitch missed for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. This pitch popped up, and it's going to get back and out of play. 2-2 will be the count here on Settlemyers.
Yeah, fastball there, kind of up in the zone, and just a little bit kind of an elevated fastball. Settlemyers wasn't able to catch up with it good enough to get solid bat on it to drive it, so fouled it back. That does run you count to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So winning the 2-2 offering here from Billingsley. And that one high, 3-2 now is the count here to Settlemyers.
Good eye there by Settlemyers, not going after that high heat right there, running the count to full.
And this one blistered deep center field. Center fielder will camp underneath it, though, and make the out.
Yeah, hit it to the deepest part of the field, you know, and just hard to get one.
Number 18,
really done something when you hit it over that monster wall right there. We call it the 390.
Yeah.
You really done something. Everybody in the stadium should tip their hat to you. So fly out right there for the second out of the inning.
There's a breaking pitch, and it hangs up high for a ball. Borderline pitch going the way of the Indians, as this is Ben Davis at the plate. Davis doubled and drove in a run, eventually came around to score. As that pitch missing low and outside, 2-0 now is the count. 2 outs, nobody on here for the Indians in the bottom of the second. They trail it 4-3. As this pitch fouled back, 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, couldn't catch up with that one. Just, kind of on the upper inner half part of the plate there, and couldn't quite catch up with it and get that bat out there in front just enough to get solid bat on it.
And just ticks this one. 2-2 now is the count.
Up, elevated again in the zone just a little bit. Again, it's probably in the strike zone, but elevated at the numbers there.
That pitch outside, 3-2 now is the count here to Davis. Davis batting in that 3 spot, the DH here in game 1. 3-2 pitch coming. Can't catch up with the fastball, and that's swinging strike 3 for a 3-up, 3-down inning there. Second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Billingsley. We'll take a timeout. 4-3 is your score after 2 complete. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best star here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the top of the third inning. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for East Central. Trey Bridges, Liam Gilbert, and Reed Hall. As I believe that's Wicker that's still on the hill here. Swings on the first pitch, foul ball for strike 1.
Yes, Wicker still on the hill here in the top of the third. Of course, the Indians did have some activity in their bullpen. Kind of slowed down now. There's none out there that I can see at this point.
This pitch popped up. Center fielder is going to go back to the gap and will squeeze it at the warning track for out number 1. One of those that Major League pop-up there, as it took forever to come down. It's one of those that
Number 27,
every once in a while you hit one high enough, it'll just carry its way out of the ballpark, and no wind blowing today, so that'll be out number 1.
Yeah, I got under it just a little bit. Bridges did, so just too much under it, just enough to where it didn't have enough drive and too much loft on it, because that's strike 1 there, taking on the outside part of the plate. We'll take it.
We will most definitely take that one, because that one looked to be in the other batter's box there. 0-1 is the count. And Wicker's going to say, well, if you give it to me that far out, let's see if you'll give it to me this far out. And the umpire said no.
Negative.
1-1 now is the count. Top of the third inning. This is Gilbert at the plate. Flies this one, and it's going to be foul down the right field line. We do want to welcome those that are watching in favor of East Central today. Appreciate all those tuning in. Also want to say a special hello to the members of the ICC family that's checking in this afternoon. 1-1 pitch, grounder, and that's going to get through for a base hit.
Yeah, tough play out there for Treadaway, trying to move over to his right there to try to make that backhand that play, and it would have been in the hole. Even if he had gloved it, Adam, it wouldn't have got him at first anyway. It was so deep into the hole. So well-placed ball there by Gilbert to get a single there with one out in the inning.
So a runner at first. There is one out, and this is Hall at the plate. Hall takes that pitch high and inside for a ball. He was hit by a pitch and eventually came around to score part of that 4-run second inning for the Warriors. Swings at a pitch, missing. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, big swing right there out in front of that pitch. So timing a little off right there.
Of course, softball there at East Central today. We'll try to get you some score updates throughout the afternoon as that pitch high and inside for a ball. Do want to remind the East Central fans, if you ever see Lucas and Larry around a ball game, be sure and tell them thank you for all the hard work they do there. That's your SIDs down at East Central. That pitch missing outside. 3-1 now is the count here to Reed Hall.
Yeah, went in on him right there. Wicker did on the first pitch or the second pitch there, and then came back outside. Couldn't get him to chase it and couldn't get him to swing at it. Didn't draw a swing. 3-1 count.
And this time a little slow roller to third. He's going to scoop it up. Only one play, and it's going to be to first, and it's in time. 5-3 for the second out of the inning. Runner did advance in that situation, so Gilbert would now be at second, and this will bring Langston Cotton to the plate. Speaking of softball, it's in the top of the fourth. 1-1 is that score. As there's a hard hit ball. Left side, guess who? Jarrett Morris gloves that one, throws it across, and gets back-to-back putouts there to end the inning and get the Indians out of the inning with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the third. ICC trails it by 1. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
Ooh, these new Little Caesars Crazy Pups are fun size, and you can eat them anywhere.
Wow, they're packed with cheese and pepperoni.
Keep those hands at 10 and 2. Check your blind spot.
Take delicious Little Caesars Crazy Puffs anywhere for the incredible price of only $3.99.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we head to the top of the third inning, East Central 4, ICC 3. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs bringing this action here this afternoon. The first of 2 games. Of course, game 1 scheduled for 9. Game 2 scheduled for 7. Has to go the full 7 in game 2. And so this is going to be Stone Collier at the plate. Swings the first pitch he sees, pops it out of play. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Good pitch to swing at. Stone's going to wish he had that one back. That's definitely one right there you could drive, get a hit, and lead off the inning.
That pitch missing outside. 1-1 now is the count here to Collier. Collier had a sacrifice fly that drove in a run in his first at bat. And nearly wears that one. They're actually going to say it hit him. I didn't see it.
Well, the umpire immediately threw his hands up.
He did.
And called it dead ball, and here comes the coach. He's going to ask what happened, but there is no review in JUCO ball. But
Stone didn't even react to it either. If anything, if it hit him, it barely got his
it
jersey.
almost look like they're hugging down there, Adam.
It does, and they're just you can see them right down there.
It's just a little slight embrace and saying, Coach, he got hit. Okay.
Now they're going to. You know what? I say there's no way to overturn this, but the way we've seen calls overturned this season.
And we've seen one like this,
yeah, we have.
And how in the world that umpire, I just don't see how, because what they're going to do, you don't have a replay here, so what they're going to do is they're going to check with the field umpires on this. And I know, me personally, now this is me, Adam, if the home plate umpire can't see it, or if he see, you sure can't get the field.
See it, yeah.
I mean, they're out there.
And they're going to keep it up. Like I said, if they would have overturned that one, we probably would have had to hit the mute button. And so now this would be Bo Rock at the plate. No outs. And a runner at first. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Maybe a little bit of a makeup call to kind of ease the feelings of some of the East Central fans across the way.
I agree.
So 0-1 is the count here to Rock. Swings and chases one there. 0-2 now.
Yeah, it was kind of a breaking pitch. It was down right there, kind of a slider, and Bo was out in front, couldn't catch up with it. 0-2 count.
Chops at this one. It's going to go foul. We'll stay at 0-2.
Yeah, the big bar of the bat, he was out in front of that one, Adam. Just kind of had to slow it down, able to get a piece of it just to foul it off. So it's like a changeup kind of from what we saw from Billingsley right there.
Pickoff move over to first, not in time. We'll stay at 0-2 with Rock at the plate. Collier at first, who was hit by a pitch, question mark, in his last at bat. And then all speed, and Bo just couldn't hold off on that one. And that's going to be another Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the third of the game for Billingsley.
Dre McCray.
So now with one out, this is going to be Dre McCray coming to the plate. Runner still at first. That pitch high and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count.
Hey, you kind of hope Dre's bat stays hot. You mentioned it in his first at bat how he kind of heated up here lately, and when you did, he hit a single there in between short and third as he takes strike one right there, 1-1 count. So hoping Dre's bat stays hot with one out here.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first. We're in the top of the third. East Central leading it 4-3. Billingsley taking his time. Now delivers a little breaking pitch, and that was a beauty right there, Brad.
Was one that I don't blame Dre for not swinging at.
You can't do anything with
that.
You
can't do anything with it. You had a strike to give there, so I don't blame him. Take it and hope for the best. See what you can get something right here. And that pitch was high, so it's a 2-2 count. So
not a bad spot to come back if you're Billingsley, especially after that last wicked breaking pitch.
Exactly.
Couldn't get him to chase there, so good eye by McCray. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. And that fastball.
I'm surprised he didn't call that at him because he's been calling that one today. Now you got that inconsistent. He has called that pitch today. Got it. We've gotten it. They've gotten it. So I'm surprised he didn't call that one.
I'm going to say it was a little low, so now the count goes full at 3-2. And that one drifts high, and a nice at bat there by McCray to earn the walk. And that is going to be the 3rd walk of the day for Billingsley. And now this will bring Hayden Roberts, who doubled in his last at bat. Indians would love to see him come up with another Davis Ford double here.
Yeah, first pitch swinging his first at bat of the day, and again left-handed hitting Roberts, and he just caught that fastball and just drove it over third base, placed it out there in left field, and was able to get the RBI at that point. So excellent job, and like you say, we hope he can replicate that here in his second at bat.
So only 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. East Central leading at 4-3. Runners at first and second here for the Indians. That pitch missing outside. 1-0 is the count here to the center fielder, Hayden Roberts.
East Central does have activity in their bullpen down there. I can't tell who or what is out there throwing yet, but they do have activity.
And Billingsley wants to step off and reset here. So 1-0 is the count here to Roberts. Roberts pops this one up. Center fielder running back, looking up in the sun and catches it for out number 2. That one was hammered, just couldn't do anything with it.
Number 12, Jarrett Morris.
Anyway, I'll leave it at that.
And so now this will be Jarrett Morris coming to the plate. He walked in his last attempt. So he will dig in with 2 outs. And that pitch missing somewhere for a ball.
Yeah, that breaking pitch coming in and apparently didn't hit that outside corner or graze it out there enough for the umpire's liking. Ball 1.
And that one missing. 2-0 now is the count here to Morris, the third baseman. Luke Wood on deck if Morris were to reach.
Yeah, that was definitely low right there. So good take on the end of Jarrett Morris.
Swings on this one. It's going to get out of play. 2-1 now will be the count here to Morris.
Yeah, drew the swing on that fastball out there and unable to catch up with it quick enough to get that bat out there in front and the hands out there to drive that ball, so just fouled it off.
So waiting the 2-1 offering here from Billingsley. There's a rip up the middle, and second baseman is not going to be able to get to it. This should tie the ball game. The throw is not in time.
Close.
A lot closer than I thought that was going to be, folks. I made that sound kind of casual there. As that was a heck of a throw on chunking that one in there. As
Number 35, Luke Wood.
Davis comes around to score. And we're tied now at 4.
Yeah, excellent job. That was a good piece of hitting there by Jarrett Morris. Caught that, hit it solid, and it just got past the diving second baseman. And so, like you said, you had Collier over there at second. He was able to round and come in and score for the Indians, as that's ball 1 on the outside. And this is Luke Wood up, who flew out to right field, his first at bat.
That first pitch missing for a ball.
Outside on that second one, so that's ball 2. So that's a 2-0 count now to Luke. Catcher's going to go out, and bring the infield. Well, excuse me, I didn't see the coach coming out on this side over here, so going to make a mound visit.
I think I might have mistakenly said that was Ben Davis that scored, but it was Stone Collier that came around to score to tie us up now at 4. Brad, a lot going on around the college right now, getting closer and closer to commencement, but got Indian Week coming up. Got 3 more weeks of baseball, softball season, tennis in postseason play. The Lady Indians trying to play their way into the national tournament this afternoon. As a matter of fact, their match is going on right now. We'll try to keep up with that one throughout the day as well. So always a busy but fun time of year, and unfortunately here in the next couple of months, well, campus is going to get empty for us.
It will. Next week, big week here on campus, Indian Week as we call it. Every year we have Indian Week, and plethora of student activities. I know so use a big word there called plethora. There.
I like it.
Plethora of student activities on both campuses, and it's just a fun week, as that is ball 3-0. Good take by Luke, but big week there, and just gives the opportunity. They're going to have a lot of activities, and we can talk more about that as the day goes. Maggie Wilkinson and crew, and Ashton Bryan and student activities do a good job of putting that together, as that rightfully so, strike 1 right there. He hadn't called it all day, but he called it
on a 3-0. The strike zone tends to open up a little bit. So 3-1 now is the count, 2 outs. And there's going to be a slow roller here. Third baseman going to have to hurry, throw his cross away at in time to retire Luke Wood. But the Indians do get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. And a couple of guys left on base. We've played 3, and it's 4-4. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now to start the top of the fourth inning. 4-4 is your score, as this is Nick Arender at the plate. And looks at that pitch, missing. 1-1 now is the count. So it'll be the 9-1-2 batters due up. Arender, McGee, and Smith for East Central. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, I took something off of that one. That was a good pitch right there. It was a kind of a replica of the first pitch, which was strike one, but he took something off of that. It wasn't a fastball, so I had him off his timing there, and then, of course, had his timing off, and then here he swings at this pitch and just basically barely able to get a piece of it and foul it off there, but it is still strike two, 1-2 count.
As Brad mentioned, 1-2 now is the count here to Arender. And that one, good eye of holding off. And not a bad spot to miss, though, with the pitch to waste.
No, not a bad one at all there. Had him lunging just a little bit, but he was able to hold back and pull back on it for ball two. Oh, good pitch.
And there's strike three. Couldn't put the brakes on that one, and a beautiful breaking pitch there for the Renaissance Bank strikeout.
Yeah, couldn't put the brakes on. Had him out in front, timing off, too, because it was a breaking pitch. It kind of looked like he had him guessing at him. So, again, you can't go up there to the plate, trying to guess and see what you're going to get right there. And that's where Arender was at that point, gets the first out of the inning.
Second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Wicker as this pitch fouled off and out of play. 0-1 now is the count here to McGee. McGee lined out to third, walked back in the second, but was left stranded. Working with a 0-1 count now. That pitch runs inside but high, 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, it's too far outside.
Pitch missing as well. And so 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch on its way. That one runs inside. Umpire didn't like it. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, close right there, but like you say, it wasn't to the umpire's liking. So ball 3. Wicker's got to battle back here.
This pitch popped up, back and out of play. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
You get 1 out here, and McGee, of course, you're at the top of the lineup, so you want to do everything you can. Hopefully get this big out here, because you definitely don't want a runner on when you're coming up facing the 2-3-4.
And there's strike 3.
Excellent pitch right there. Again, couldn't pull the trigger. McGee couldn't, and just couldn't pull the trigger. It was on the outside, kind of on the outer edge there. But got the strikeout, big strikeout there for Wicker. So that's 2 big strikeouts here in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't like it, as he didn't have a lot of things to say, just kind of looked back at the umpire, wanted to get confirmation where the pitch was. As that first pitch fouled off, 0-1 is the count. That one missing on the outer edge. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yep.
That went in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count.
Again, 95% of the time he's calling that pitch on the outside part of the plate. So that's strike 2.
Ball in the dirt, 2-2 now is the count here on Eli Smith. He is 0 for 1 of the day. He walked and flew out to center field in his first at bat. Awaiting the 2-2 pitch here from Wicker. This pitch foul back and out of play. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Smith just kind of stuck the bat out there, able to get a piece of it, foul it off, stay alive here. Again, as you mentioned, 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2s across the board.
And that pitch up high, 3-2 now is the count.
Don't want to lose him here now. Again, of course, you don't ever want to lose somebody and put a runner on, but especially with 3-4 coming up behind Smith.
Just kind of reaches down and pops that one up and can't make the play. And now they're going to try to relay this one in. That's going to go for a Davis Ford double. Just put them where they ain't that time. Did Eli Smith. As that will go for a double with 2 outs in the inning.
22, Barrett Rogers.
And so now this will bring Rogers to the plate. Rogers is 0 for 1 of the day with a walk. He does have an RBI as he got a bases loaded walk. So a runner at second, and this is Rogers at the dish. Looks at that pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So 1 ball, no strikes. That breaking pitch comes back inside. 1-1 now is the count here to Smith. 4-4 is the score. Runner at second here for East Central. 2 outs in the inning. We're in the top of the 4th here in game 1. Ground ball is going to be a foul ball. 1-2 now is the count. So Wicker taking the mound here. Awaiting the 1-2 pitch is Rogers. Rips that one, and it's going to go foul. Well, that was a hot shot down the line there. If that one stayed fair, that had extra bases and another run written all over it for East Central. So waiting the 1-2 offering here. Slow roller third baseman finds it. He's going to scoop it up, throw it across the way, and the out. 5-3 to get out of the inning with no damage done. We will head to the bottom of the 4th, but before we do that, let's take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Ooh, these new Little Caesars Crazy Pops are fun size, and you can eat them anywhere.
Wow, they're packed with cheese and pepperoni.
Keep those hands at 10 and 2. Check your blind spot.
Take delicious Little Caesars Crazy Puffs anywhere for the incredible price of only $3.99.
Pizza.
Welcome back as Jude Treadaway to start us off here. Swings and misses For strike one, we're in the bottom of the fourth. 4-4 is the score here between ICC and number 2 East Central.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 innings, Jude led off for us because he led off the game in the first inning and then led off the second inning for us, and now leading off the fourth.
Swings at this one, pops it up. Center fielder going to go over. Left fielder's going to call him off, but then the center fielder says, no, I want it. I'm going to get it. Out number 1.
Yeah, Indians, staying in this game, and that's good. Obviously clawing and staying in and finding a way to produce a run, which they did in the bottom of the third to tie this up. So 5 hits for the Indians, 4 for East Central at this point, as I don't know where that one was.
I don't know where that one missed. He called it a ball.
It's at 95% that I was talking about.
Yeah, I think the only one that missed that one was the home plate umpire. As that pitch missing low, 2-0 now is the count.
But Settlemeyer's got a 2-0 count on him here. So, if the Indians need to continue to claw and try to find a way to get these hits to stay in this game, and that's hit solid. What a play it showed.
Well, yeah.
Just tip it
Yep. That's one of those, if you're Settlemeyer's, you did everything. You hit that one right on the screws, but a great job, as you said, over at shortstop to reel that one in for out number 2.
Yeah, it was almost up toward the, not in the middle right there, but just like you say, he hit it on the money. And shortstop over there for East Central, playing short at your Cotton over there, did an excellent job of catching it on the short hop and then throwing him out. That's ball 1 to Ben Davis.
I don't know if that was more of a self-defense type catch or what, because it was blistered, but an absolutely stellar play, as you said, by the shortstop Cotton. This pitch popped up to the right side. It's going to get out of play. 1-1 now is the count here to Ben Davis. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 4-4 is the score here in game 1. As that pitch missing low, 2-1 now is the count. You can tell Billingsley really wanted that one for a strike, the way his body language was after he saw that one called a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Now this one popped up. It's going to go to the right side, and first baseman to give chase, but it'll get out of play. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, fastball came back in on him there, and he was just able to fight it off, Ben was, and get it out in foul territory to continue the at-bat here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2's across the board up there.
So Davis awaiting the pitch. Swings on this one, hits it solid, but to the deepest part of the ballpark, and that's going to be another out. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Indians there in the bottom of the fourth. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not going to believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah. Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the top of the 5th inning. 4-4 is your score. And Dr. Boggs, your thoughts on the game so far?
Again, the Indians came out hot, put the pressure on, and, settled down, after East Central put 4 on the board to answer that. Things have kind of settled down, and we'll see this inning here, but with Wicker been able to kind of get the big outs that they needed to stay in this contest. Again, when you're dealing with a team like East Central who's nationally ranked and they put the offensive statistics up that they do, this is what you want. If you're Rick, Coach Collier, hang in there, stay close. Now, granted, what you want, too, is to continue to try to put runs on the board to put pressure on them. But at the very least, you're still hanging in this contest. You got to play clean defense. and take away those, putting them on base. Don't give them free passes at them. And so, we did early, and hopefully, I know we did in the last inning or so, so hopefully this trend will continue on for Ty Wicker.
Well, here comes trouble in the name of Mo Little as he takes that first pitch inside for a ball. Mo doubled his first time up, eventually came around to scoring a pass ball. He did ground out to the first baseman, but he almost works as a leadoff guy in the middle of that lineup. He can provide some pop, but, man, he's got some good speed to go with him as well.
Yeah, most definitely does. And like you say, he's got the pop on the bat. Can definitely do some damage with it, but also, like you say, with that speed too, as that's well outside for ball two, he can do some damage if you get him on the base paths.
So 2-1 now is the count here to Little. Swings on this one. Center fielder kind of late reacting to it, but able to get back, and will squeeze that one for out number one.
Yeah, and East Central kind of bitten with the same bug that we have too on that one is hit it well, you hit it solid, and it's just in the deepest part of the field, right at that center fielder. So we've hit a couple out that way too to them, and been right on the money and just right at center field. So first out of the inning, that's a big one though for the Indians.
Now this is Trey Bridges at the plate, takes that first pitch outside for a ball. He's 1 for 2 on the day, singled, scored a run on an error. He's also flown out to center field as well. So 1-0 is the count. Make it 2-0 now as a carbon copy of that last pitch, high and outside. So 2 balls, no strikes, and 1 out. Nobody on here in the top of the 5th for East Central. This one hit hard, hit deep. Center fielder going to track over and will catch that one in the gap for out number 2.
Yeah, that's almost similar to what he did his last at bat with Bridges right there. Flew out to center field, deep, just kind of carried, and that's the same thing he did there, basically, and almost at the same spot, same location. So 2 big outs there for the Indians to lead off this inning.
And so now this will be Gilbert, who was hit by a pitch, and then he singled as he takes that pitch for a ball. He's also left stranded in scoring position back in the 3rd inning. That one inside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count.
And didn't turn over enough, hardly any at all, basically, but that's what it was meant to do, was turn over, and it did not, and so stayed inside 2-0.
This one blasted to the right side. Right fielder going to come over and make the play, and that'll be a 3-up, 3-down inning there. Just what the Indians needed to try to get the bats back to the plate, see if they can get fired up here in the bottom of the 5th. Let's take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
piece of cake,
a noted cheese connoisseur,
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here! This pizza is only $7.99. No way! This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza, pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning for ICC. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters to Stone Collier, Bo Wright.
Billingsley still on the heel for East Central, and Trying to put some runs or two on the board here. That breaking pitch goes in there for strike one as Stone takes it. Don't blame him there for 0-1 count.
Collier pops this one back and out of play. 0-2 now will be the count here on Stone.
It came back with that fastball right there after the breaking pitch and fouled it off quickly down 0-2 here. So protect the plate, stay alive. That did not.
Collier can't hang off on that one. There's a nice location on that pitch, as that will be the Renaissance Bank strikeout to start the inning. And that is his 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Chris Billingsley. So with one out now, this will be Bo Rock coming to the plate. Let's check in on tennis and see how they're doing, as they're playing in the third place match down in the region championship, and they're trailing 2-1 to Meridian after doubles play, as there's going to be a slow roller. Second baseman is going to get it over there in time. 4-3 for the putout. And so now with 2 outs in the inning, this will be Trey McCray coming to the plate. So yeah, ICC trailing at 2-1. Right now they're in singles play, and every match is 2-1. 3 in favor of ICC, 3 in favor of Meridian. First team to 5 wins, as that pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, Drake couldn't pull the trigger there, and on that fastball, 0-1.
And then can't find that one. 0-2 now is the count, as Billingsley really starting to find his rhythm here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, came back with another fastball, challenged him there, Adam, and Dre again lost that battle. Came back with a third fastball there, but that one's on the outside part of the plate, just out of the zone. So ball 1-2 count.
And that one must have been low, because it looked pretty good from here. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye by Dre. Again, we're up here up top, so I have a different angle. So we'll take it. 2-2 count.
So the 2-2 offering coming. Fouls this one back into your living room. We'll stay put at 2-2.
Yeah, good job getting a piece of that. Staying alive again. That's the big key here. Staying alive and producing or having Billingsley throw more pitches too with that 2-2 count.
So Billingsley set to deliver. And that, nasty breaking pitch, and Trey could not hold off on that one. A 3-up, 3-down inning answered in the bottom half by the Indians. 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day by Billingsley. We'll take a break. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Ooh, these new Little Caesars Crazy Pops are fun size, so you can eat them anywhere. Keep those hands at 10 and 2.
Enjoy Little Caesars Crazy Pups on the go for just $3.99.
Pizza.
Number 14, Reed Hall.
Welcome back now as we head to the top of the 6th inning. 7, 8, 9 batters due up here for East Central. Hall, Cotton, and Arender. Quick Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. East Central leading in softball 2-1. That one after 5 complete there at East Central. First pitch foul back, strike 1.
Yeah, if you work here, you want to get 3 up, 3 down. I mean, simply 2 because you got 7, 8, 9 up, and he smoked that one out center field, and that one's going to be not caught.
That one's going to be off the fence, and actually played well off the fence, because if he doesn't let that one bounce off, that's probably going to go for a triple, but instead will be a leadoff double there by Reed Hall.
Well, what he did out there, Hayden did a good job in center field out there for us, because what he did, he saw that he wasn't going to catch that one. So what he did is he slowed down, backed off, saw that it was going to hit the wall, so that way he could catch it off the bounce, off the wall, and keep that triple from happening. So excellent defense out there by Hayden Roberts. Just a ball that was smoked.
That pitch is going to hang up high for a ball, as this is Langston Cotton, the shortstop, at the plate. 0 for 2 on the day, but does have an RBI to his credit.
As we mentioned, East Central's they're going to swing the bats, they're going to hit the ball, so you know that, and that's where this one's pop foul. I don't think, well, I could be wrong. Oh, it was inside the play here, but Stone just unable to just make a play on that one, so it does count as a foul ball and strike.
I've got 1-1 as the count.
Strike one, so it's a 1-1 count. So anyway, opportunity there possibly to get the first out of the inning. Hard play to make when you get back there to the backstop up against the brick. So runner at second, no outs. Opportunity here for East Central here in the top of the sixth.
That pitch runs inside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to Cotton. Cotton grounded out 5-3 to end the third. Grounded out to second to drive in a run, as there's a hard hit ball. Shortstop finds it, throws it across the way. The throw was high, but the tag was there.
Yeah, again, the ball was hit on the money right at Jude at short. Jude came up throwing. It does advance the runner to third, does move him up, but came up throwing. Throw was high. Good job by Bo defensively over there to come off the bag and pull it down and get the tag.
This is Arender at the plate right now, 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Runner did go to third, as Brad mentioned. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
If you're Wicker, you hope you can be 3 for 3 here and get this third K on Arender and get a big 2 outs in the inning.
Boy, that was a healthy swing there by Arender, and misses at the high heat. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, so, anything's at play here for Wicker, and so he can kind of go to his chest here, his war chest, and see what he can pull out. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Morris
bobbled in. That's going to be an error.
Unusual down there, right there. That's an unusual for Jarrett Morris. That was generally a routine play for a third baseman, and that's one that he just kind of bobbled and unable to make the play. So that is an E5 down there for Jarrett Morris.
Second error of the game for the Indians. Now runners on the corners. Back to the top part of the lineup here with McGee coming to the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk so far here in game one.
Yeah, and you had the guy at third right there just to his right there, and I know part of that was in his mind and probably out of the corner of his eye, just trying to see if he's taken off because you want to make that play to keep the runner from scoring. So part of that was in Jarrett Morris's mind at that point when he was fielding that ground ball. That's ball one here to McGee, like you say, back up at the top of the lineup. So just unfortunate.
So 1-0 is the count here to Brady McGee, who's playing second base for East Central. Ball in the dirt. 2-0 now is the count.
No movement really on at this point for East Mississippi with the first and third. I mean East Central, excuse me, with the first and third situation for offensive purposes to try to get that runner in at third at this point.
So 2-0 pitch coming. This one pops straight up. Collier's going to give chase, and it's going to get out of play, and that'll go for strike one. 2-1 now is the count here on McGee.
Yeah, big cut right there. Just wasn't, just he was a little out in front with the timing, and so wasn't able to get any solid bat on it enough. He was just able to foul it off. So way out on his front foot, McGee was there for a 2-1 count.
So as Brad mentioned, 2-1 now is the count with one out. Runners on the corners. This pitch fouled back, and now we'll go 2-2.
Still out in front right there. So you might want to keep that in mind if you're Coach Collier and Ty Wicker on this pitch right here.
McGee did strike out looking in his last at-bat, looking to redeem himself here. 2-2 pitch on its way. This one hammered, but it's going to pull that one foul. Thank goodness if you're an ICC fan. If you're East Central, would have loved to see that one straighten out.
Yeah, inner half of the plate there, and McGee did a good job of getting those hands out there in front, and just a little too far out in front, a little too early, and pulled it foul. But you're right, that's a long strike, but it could have been a dangerous situation. That's a oopsie swing right there that's fouled off again for a 2-2.
That was one of those where he thought about holding up and then kind of turned into self-defense mode as that pitch was up high that time. Count will stay at 2-2 here on McGee. We're moving to the bottom of the sixth now. East Central continuing to lead ICC 2-1 in softball. I believe that's on East Central's Gold channel if you'd like to check that one out. This pitch ripped but foul, and we'll still battle at 2-2.
Again, good job there by McGee at the plate. He's getting those hands out there, out in front. Just still, timing is not quite where it needs to be. Hands are in front on those pitches on that fastball, but just pulling them foul right now.
And this one hit deep left field, and it's going to be deep enough to tag the run, and they're going to wisely throw it to second to keep the runner from advancing first to second, as that's going to be a sacrifice fly by McGee.
Number 18,
as that one took him all the way to the fence, but that will be out number 2. But East Central takes a 5-4 lead.
Well, he had some good cuts there, and he did, and you kind of saw that potentially coming. But again, doing a great job of getting those hands and working those hands through and getting out in front. And that's what he did there with that deep fly ball to the left. Took it back to the warning track out there and able to get that run in. Big run there for East Central to take the lead there, as you mentioned, 5-4.
That first pitch missing outside for a ball. Second pitch up high for ball 2. 2-0 now is the count here to Eli Smith. Smith 1 for 2 on the day, doubled in his last at bat. That was back in the fourth, but was left stranded. He's also walked on the afternoon. As that pitch missing, 3-0 now is the count.
They can't get in this. We can't get in this type of groove here. If you're Wicker, you got a 3-0 count. You got to battle back and try to get this last out. Again, Smith up. You don't want 3-4 coming up. Of course, Coach Collier going out. I don't know if he'll make the change here or if he's just going to go out and tell him the same thing I was telling him.
We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we have been working continually through the crisis to meet the needs of our community. Our walk-in clinic is a service that we provide to our patients that want to avoid the wait and exposure of the emergency room. At the walk-in clinic, you can do just that. Walk in with no prior appointment or phone call. We provide specialized treatment for physical injuries like broken bones, sprained wrists and ankles, joint and tendon pain, and sports-related injuries. You can get in, out, and on the road to recovery quicker. The walk-in clinic is equipped on-site with x-ray imaging, casting technicians, durable medical equipment, and injection specialists. Our team is supported by the orthopedic surgeons of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Our staff is specially trained in orthopedic-related injuries. We ensure that you will receive the best care for your orthopedic needs. Remember, at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly.
Well, I was anticipating that to be a little bit longer of a exchange there, as we do have a Guaranty Bank call to the bullpen, as we'll introduce you to the new pitcher here in a moment, as it'll be Eli Smith. He's got a 3-0 count here with the new pitcher, shows bunt, and that one's in there for a strike. Brad, tell us about the new pitcher on the hill here for the Indians.
Tyler Yearwood coming in, relief, Houston, Tennessee, coming out of Houston, Tennessee for the Indians. He's a freshman, as we'll wait on this pitch here.
3-1 offering here to Smith. And they're going to call that one a strike. Wow.
I was going to say walked him, but hey, we'll take it. Anyway, 8 appearances on the year, 2 wins, 3 losses, 32 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 25 hits on the year, 17 runs, 12 walks, 20 Ks. That one's grounded up the middle to the shortstop and got him out at first. So that'll be the third out of the inning. 2.76 ERA coming in for Yearwood.
And what an impressive hustle down to second by Airender. Looked like he was going to try to step on the bag and end it, but Airender actually slid into it and forced him to throw it to first. So good hustle play there, but the Indians do get the out. 5-4 is your score. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here! This pizza is only $7.99. No way! This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-4 East Central with the lead after a sacrifice fly by McGee that scored Hall, who doubled to start the inning. So ICC got a little work to do here in the bottom half of the 6th. Game 1 scheduled for 9 innings here. ICC trying to do battle with the number 2 team in the country as they trail at 5-4. As that pitch missing outside. Billingsley still on the hill here for East Central. This pitch fouled back and out of play. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Hayden Roberts, as you mentioned, up and had a big single and RBI in the first. What was the first inning?
Show bunt, pull it back, but take it for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. You had that RBI double, then flew out to center on a hard hit ball, but the ball not traveling well today in the ballpark. Has that pitch in the dirt, not a bad spot to miss, and couldn't get him to chase one there. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. And borderline pitch going the way of the Indians there.
Billingsley wanted that one. I think all East Central fans wanted it, and ICC didn't. ICC got the call.
That's going to be a rocket out to center field, and that was a good at bat.
Great at bat, and just took that ball back up the middle where it came from, and good line shot right there. And that's what the Indians needed. They got to answer, in my opinion, to this East Central offense. Again, East Central going up in the top of the 6th. I'll get it right in a minute, Adam. And so leadoff batter on here for Edawaman. That's a good job right there.
Indians show bunt, lays it down. It's only going to be one play, so the sacrifice bunt works to perfection as Morris gets that one down.
Roberts over to second base there with only 1 out. Now the job falls to the guys behind you there to get this run in, because we've talked about it. This is where we've struggled all year from the games we've seen. This has been a struggle right here. Got to play situational baseball. Got to try to get this run in if you're ICC. And that is not the way to do it, Adam.
That's what the Indians have done so many times this year. When they get in these positions, they'll get an infield fly, just as that one. And so that goes for out number 2. And, some years it's not that the talent's not there. It's not that the guys don't know what they're doing, but just some years it happens that way, and that's unfortunately the way it's been all season for the Indians.
Yeah, Jude Treadaway coming to the plate. But I was talking to Coach Collier yesterday, and he mentioned, he said, they've been working so hard at practice, and they do it on situational hitting because he knows what's happening here at games, and they're not able to get the runs in when they get the runner on or the leadoff runner on that ball one. He said they're practicing it, and they'll put the call on. They'll have runners out at second and place them out there and see if they can get the run in. They're working hard at it. They're just simply not able to get it done as that one's driven out to left field.
And it's over the head. And we're going to have a tie ball game as this is going to be a Davis Ford double.
Adam,
I don't know that he ever saw the ball.
Well, I don't know that he saw it, but out there in left field, Ariander, to me, he wasn't running back. He's almost like he was jogging back thinking, I'm going to pull this one in. This is an easy out. And went over his head. He just kind of kept going. And so excellent job there. Good hit by Jude Treadaway.
His second hit of the day is an RBI double brought to you by Davis Ford. And, the way he was running out there, either A, didn't see it, or like you said, B, didn't expect it to travel as far as he did. And he jumped at it, couldn't find it, and that drops for a double. We're tied now at 5. We're in the bottom of the 6th. This one's hit to the right side. Right fielder's going to give chase, but I believe that one's going to get out of play.
Almost caught it down there. He's up against the fence on the bullpen. It did stay inside the field of play. So he almost caught that one at the fence, and that was almost a big out for East Central right there to get out of this inning since ICC has tied it up with a 5-5 score now and with a runner in scoring position who does have speed.
So 0-2 now is the count here to Jackson Settlemyers. 0 for 2 with the walk. Runner at second with 2 outs. Tie ball game, 5-all here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouls this one back and we'll stay at 0-2.
I say that because Settlemyers are going to want that one back right there. That was one he was going to try to take the 2-run lead on that one with the swing that he had on it. And he does have the ability and the power to take one out and hit a home run, but he's going to want that one back. He's just swung under it and was just able to get a piece of it.
So 0-2 is the count here to Settlemyers. Runner at second with 2 outs. 5-5 is the score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Breaking pitch in the dirt. Not a bad spot to put one since you've got a couple of pitches to waste. Good eye on the part of Settlemyers to hold off on that one. Do have a final score in softball. East Central comes back and wins it 4-1 in game 1 in softball. That's down there at East Central. So 1-2 now is the count. Going to look the runner back to second, and they're going to throw it into the outfield.
He didn't have to throw it out.
Did not at all. And now they're going to try to score the run. The throw is going to be airmailed, and it's going to be there.
I don't understand that. Again, the pitch was towards second. You don't have to throw if you turn around at second. Now, had that been at first, you got to make the throw. He did not have to make the throw. Billingsley did not. And I don't know if he just had a lapse or what and just decided he would throw it. Well, it airmailed the second baseman. And so, again, with speed on the bases there, we're able to get the run around with Treadway and get him in on the error.
And it came in a big way as there was swinging strike 3 to end the inning, but the Indians cash in on the error, the first of the day by East Central, and ICC leads it 6-5 after 6 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Hurry up and try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They're 4 fun-sized puffs packed with cheese, pepperoni, and sauce at only $3.99.
We need to go try these new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs right now.
Stuffed for it! Try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs for only $3.99.
Pizza.
Barrett Rogers.
Welcome back now as we head to the top of the 7th inning. ICC able to cash in on an error by East Central to take a 6-5 lead here, as it'll be the 3-4-5 batters due up. That pitch in there for a strike. This is Barrett Rogers at the plate.
Yeah, this is big right here for Yearwood. Again, when you 3-4-5 up to get through this, and that one's lifted out into right. Dre with a running catch there. Excellent job. They were playing a little deeper than what you would normally play, obviously with the power of Rogers. So Dre able to track it down.
Yeah, showing off a lot of speed out there in right field, is stretched out, was able to make the catch there for out number 1. And now this will be Mo Little coming to the plate. 1 for 3 on the day, doubled, scored a run, grounded out to third as he blisters that one.
Guess who?
Morris gets it, and the throw across the way, and they're going to say the throw was off. And heads up play there by Mo Little to get underneath the tag, and that's going to be another error by the Indians.
Yeah, great play by Morris, a diving catch over there. Coach, I think Coach Connor's going to come out and ask. And I don't blame him here, I'll be honest. This is one I don't blame him on. I think I'd ask too. I'd question, or just I wouldn't want to see where did he tag him out, or I mean what? I don't know. I guess he's not got an explanation pretty quick. But
I think the home plate umpire was honest with him. When Rick talked to him, he just looked at him and shrugged his shoulder and shook his head no. So I think Rick asked him if he saw it, and the umpire was like no. So Rick didn't put up much of a fight there. But like you, never hurts to ask.
Well, that's one of those in SEC ball or NCAA ball right there. That one's smoked.
There's going to be McRae been able to get for that one on the line out. As you said, absolutely blistered out there, but on a rope, and McRae able to reel that one in for the second out of the inning. Second time that he's recorded the out this inning.
Yeah, that's one right there, though. That play in what you're seeing in NCAA ball right now, that one, in my opinion, would be reviewed.
Yeah.
I think it would. And so may not have been. He may have been saved, may have been. I mean, who knows? But JUCO, we don't have that luxury.
The day that they bring replay to JUCO might be the day I quit. As there's a breaking pitch, and it's, wow, in there at the knees for a strike. I say that, and then watch next year. They'll be like, here's replay.
Here's replay.
And Brad will be like, all right. I'll be like, well, guess what? I still got bills to pay, so I'm still here. Pickoff move over to first, not in time. 0-1 is the count. Well, can you imagine replay on JUCO? And I'm not knocking JUCO, but some of these schools we go to across our state and other states struggle to even get a shot clock operating correctly in basketball. And
I mean, and then too, like if you go back to like the State Georgia game, which I know that's a hot topic or was last weekend, where it took 40 minutes because they had to go back, because that's ball one, that was low. They had to go back, and the SEC had to look at it, and you're sitting there with a 40-minute downtime. It's like everybody's got to get re-warmed back up just to get back in the game. So tough as the runner goes. Had a good jump.
And his throw down is not in time. He dropped the ball.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Okay.
The throw was there, just couldn't hang on to the ball that time.
Yeah, the throw was there. Great throw down by Stone. So an excellent job there. Good jump, though, over there by Mo Little. Again, we've said he's got speed.
Yes.
And so good jump right there. 2 outs. Big one right here because got runner in scoring position.
Pitch was called a strike. 1-2 now is the count. Yearwood delivers.
That's in the hole.
And that's going to get through, and this is probably going to score a run. They're going to test the arm of the and, yep, not in time. Good job there by Yearwood to back up the play and keep the runner at first. While the runner doesn't advance to second in that situation, it's a break for the Indians. But we've got a tie game here.
14, Reed Hall.
Yeah, excellent job, as you mentioned right there, defensively, as far as the Indians coming back, and Yearwood playing where he needs to be, going where he needs to be on that, backing up the catcher, because that kept the runner at first, which was Gilbert over there at first, who got the single. Did get the RBI, did tie the game up, but it kept him out of scoring position, as that's strike one now to Hall.
6-6 is the score here. We're in the top of the 7th. 2 outs in the inning.
They're going to bring a pitch runner in for Gilbert here, and I did not see the number.
Cyrus Roan.
Okay.
Wearing number 1. So it looks like we'll have a change of catcher in between the innings. 0-1 is the count here to Reed Hall, who is playing third base. Yearwood getting set to deliver the pitch. That one runs inside. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first. 6-6 is the score. Top of the 7th inning here. Number 2, East Central and ICC doing battle.
Runner goes.
Runner goes. This time the throw is in time, but once again could not catch the ball.
Got a good jump. I mean, they're getting a good jump. They're reading Yearwood right now. They are getting excellent jumps on him, and so that's making it difficult, number 1 on Stone. But they are reading him fantastically and able to get down there, and that's 2 stolen bases in this inning.
So 2-1 now is the count here. Runner at second. Big swing and a miss there. 2-2 now is the count. Indians trying to find the exit, see if they can keep this thing tied up here in the top of the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second with Hall at the plate, who doubled in his last at bat. Swings on this one, fouls it off. We'll stay at 2-2.
Yeah, need to close out right here. If you're Yearwood, you need this closure to get out of this inning with a now runner in scoring position who apparently who's got speed because he's a pinch runner. So don't need the hit here. That's a good pitch that was low for ball 3. So 3-2 count. Came back with the fastball there. Could not draw the call or the swing.
So waiting the 3-2 count here from Yearwood. Runner at second, as we mentioned. Pitch coming, grounder, and it's going to be a foul ball. And we'll stay at 3-2.
Yeah, had him lunging, had him reaching on that one out there. Hall made contact enough to pull it foul and stay alive.
So we'll reset here with a 3-2 count. Runner at second, 6-6 contest, top of the 7th. Yearwood's pitch. Fouled off, and we'll do it all over again.
Yeah, good pitch right there, in my opinion, from Yearwood. A little up and inside right there, and all he's able to do is just chop it foul. But good job there on the part of Hall, too, to stay alive.
So waiting the 3-2 offering here from Yearwood.
Got him.
Swung and missed on for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there to get the Indians out of the jam. That is going to be the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Reed. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. 6-6 is your score. This one's scheduled for 9. Be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 7th inning. ICC 6, number 2, East Central 6. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs bringing you this action. And, Brad, this ball game has been nip and tuck the whole way through. Anything you can do, I can do better. So far, it's kind of been the tail of the tape of this one.
Yeah, of course, looking at the board, 6 runs apiece right now. Hits pretty equal, 7-6, Edwarma 7, East Central 6. Right now, the big number that stands out on the board is Edwarma with 3 errors and East Central 1. Lucky for ICC, we're still in this game with those 3 errors, and so that means we've played some good defense behind those errors and had some good pitching in order to get those outs that we needed to following those errors. So ICC still in the game. That's ball 1 to Ben Davis.
Davis, Collier, and Rock scheduled up here as that's going to be fouled off. 1-1 now is the count. That one came off the foot of Davis. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the 7th inning, game 1, as always, here in conference play, scheduled for 9. And Davis holds off on that one. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got a change on the hill, too, for East Central, as that is fouled off right there. Is that Parker Martin? Looks like. Is that 21?
21.
Yeah. Parker Martin on the hill for East Central.
So we do have a Guaranteed Bank pitching change, as now the count goes 2-2 here. That's a breaking pitch that just misses inside. 3-2 now is the count.
Parker is a right-handed sophomore coming in, 15 appearances on the year. 2 wins, no losses, 18 2/3 innings pitched. As that one swung on and missed, that's going to be the first out of the inning. And so Parker, a lot of middle relief, it looks like, for only 18 2/3 innings pitched, but he's got 15 appearances on the year. So a lot of relief. Obviously, he's one of your big relievers for East Central. 19 hits he's given up on 9 runs, 6 walks. Does have 19 Ks and a 4.34 ERA.
Well, he just picked up his first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game to give his 20 on the season. As that pitch missing outside to Collier. That one coming back in, and they're going to say that one apparently low. 2-0 now is the count here to Stone. We also have a new catcher in the game, Jaden Adcox. As this pitch fouled back, 2-1 now is the count. So multiple changes made there because you had the runner come in that previous inning for Gilbert. As there's a grounder, third baseman waits on it, catches on an awkward hop, throws across the way for the out. Out number 2.
Yeah, Stone just out in front of that one, Adam, just a little bit, and that's why he didn't catch that solid part of the bat with it. Those hands were out front like you want them right there, but not enough. He's just too far out front a little bit and just kind of chopped it. So third baseman luckily covered on, like you said, on that awkward hop, that little short hop, but able to field it cleanly and get the out, as that brings up Bo Rock.
That pitch missing outside for a ball. Bo 0 for 3 on the day. You talk about somebody that's due for something big. That's Bo.
Yeah, Bo's due right now. That's going to be strike 1 right there, 1-1 count. Bo's due. We've talked about it, and that was swung on to center field.
And center fielder's going to drift back and drops it. And that will go for an error. And maybe that's what Bo needs to get that bat fired up, because that's a big-time break there for the Indians.
That's what I'm saying. Now, again, we can sit here and I don't want to be overcritical of anybody, but that's the second time I've seen an outfielder for East Central. They go back and just kind of think, I got this, and just drifting back, throw the glove down there. It's an easy can of corn, in other words. And
just not make the play.
But this was an error, but the other one, went over his head. Wasn't an error out in left field, but
lack of effort.
Yeah, so that could come back to haunt you.
That's a big swing and a miss there by Dre McCray, who is at the plate. Dre 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a walk. He's been left stranded twice, both in scoring position. 6-6 is your score. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Runner at second here for the Indians. McCray lifts this one. Special teams, special plays, special players. How do you do? Dre McCray with a 2-run shot.
Now, you talk about getting your hands out in front and having that timing. That was a prime example of what I'm talking about on that fastball. Had those hands out in front, got them through real quick, and I mean, just a little bit over to the right, he would have smoked that one. It probably would have cleared the scoreboard. But he smoked that pitch, and that was a no-doubter off the bat of Dre McCray right there, easily gone. And now that's 2 runs on the board for Etowah. Because of the error, that error, like I said, could come back to haunt them, and it did. 8-6 ball game.
That's what we've been looking for out of the Indians all season long right there. This pitch fouled back. 1-1 now is the count here to Hayden Roberts. He's 2 for 3 on the day. A single, a double. He does have an RBI and a run scored. That pitch missing outside. 2-1 now is the count here to Roberts. This one hit hard. This is going to be fly ball out to the left fielder, and he will reel this one in, but not before the Indians able to get 2 runs off 1 hit and 1 East Central error. We've played 7. ICC leading the number 2 team in the country, 8-6. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
High school seniors, listen up. Your journey at Itawamba Community College begins now. Registration for ICC's orientation sessions is now open. This free, required, and incredibly beneficial event is a must. Discover the ins and outs of campus life, create your class schedule for the fall. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss out. Register for one of our spring or summer sessions at www.iccms.edu/orientation.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got a good one brewing here as we'll move now to the top of the 8th inning. ICC leading it 8-6 here over the number 2 team in the country. As we said, East Central, though, they've got some heavy bats, so they can swing them in a hurry, as this will be the 8-9-1 batters due up, as this is Cotton who stands in and takes that pitch for a ball. Cotton, Arender, and McGee scheduled up here in the top of the 8th. This pitch hit hard. Right fielder McRae shading his eyes from the sun and drills it in for out number 1. Well, Dre is the difference in the game right now. Just had that 2-run home run. As Brad mentioned, Indians wanted to make them pay for that error. McRae did in a big way, a 2-run home run. 8-6 right now is the score in favor of the Indians.
Yeah, and that's the difference. Of course, we talked about the errors on the board. Now there's 3-2. ICC with 3 errors and East Central with 2, as that's ball 1. But luckily, we've been able to get away from ours, and they haven't made us pay as bad at this point. Pay, deathly in a sense, like Dre McCray just did on that error out in center field for them.
2-0 is the count. That pitch runs inside, missing. 3-0 now. Quickly is the count here to Nick Arender. Not a guy you want to get away from here because he struck out twice and reached on an error. That pitch in there for a strike. So 3-1 now is the count here to Arender. And he walked him. Looked like maybe just a little too amped up in that pitch right there for Yearwood. Maybe just want to take a step back and take a break.
Number 8, Brady McGee.
Agreed, and that's where if you coach Collier, you're like, golly, you don't want to give him another opportunity, especially now that you're flipping around and going back to the top of the lineup here with Brady McGee. So now you get your leadoff guy up, so you're at the top of the lineup with a runner on and only 1 out.
So as Brad mentioned, 1 out and a runner at first. And this is McGee at the plate. Takes that pitch for a strike. McGee had a sacrifice fly in his last at bat. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout looking. That was back in the 4th inning.
That breaking pitch just found the outside part of the plate.
That pitch high, maybe one to throw out on to see if they might have been trying to steal there. They did not. 1-1 now is the count.
Man, with these bats, I wouldn't leave that one hanging up too high like that too much more, and got to get that one down.
1-1 now is the count here to McGee. McGee puts this one on the line. Center fielder is going to come up and make the play for out number 2. That was a line out there that thought for a second might drop for a base hit, but hung up just enough for Roberts to be able to get out there and reel that one in for out number 2.
Yeah, Hayden playing a good center field today, and good defensive center field out there, and so good out right there, big out number 2. Need to get this out as he swings through that first pitch out in front. Took something off of that one right there. This is Eli Smith, but need to get this big out right here before you get to 3, 4, 5.
So this is, as you mentioned, Smith to play the center fielder, 1 for 3 on the day with a double and a walk. Snap throw to first is not in time. 0-1 is the count. We're in the top of the 8th inning. ICC 8, number 2, East Central 6 here in game 1 between these two rivals. Yearwood's pitch shows bunt, pulls back, takes that for a ball. 1-1 is the count. Interesting to show the bunt there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's throwing him off or, I mean, he pulled back. It was a ball, so I'm not sure. Interesting.
Yeah, maybe give him something to think about. So Yearwood checks the runner. 1-1 is the count. Now delivers. That pitch runs inside. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tying run at the plate here for East Central in the top of the 8th. Yearwood set to deliver. That pitch finds the corner for a fastball. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good pitch. Hitting your spots right there if you want to do, and Yearwood did that. 2-2 count here, just hit the spot right there on that outside corner of the plate with the fastball.
2-2 pitch, and that one missing low. 3-2 now is the count here to Eli Smith.
Don't want to lose him now. Again, don't want to try. I mean, it was bad enough. You got to get to, here we are with the getting down to the second one in the lineup. Don't want to get to the third. Got him waving there. Big catch.
Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there by Yearwood to end the inning. As ICC leads it 8-6. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 8th inning. We do have a new pitcher in the game here, as a unique last name, so we'll see if we can figure out how to say that. But Brad, your thoughts on the game so far?
Well, again, going back to the timely hits, the pitching performance has not been terrible for either team. ICC been able to put together a big hit when they needed to, and that's what each team's been able to do. This is your true test right here, because ICC can't be comfortable with this 8-6 lead right now. Again, you got the big bats, and you got the big bats coming up for East Central in the top of the 9th. You got your 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. You cannot be comfortable right here. You got to look to get more runs on the board here in the bottom of the 8th if you're ICC.
This is Lizcano on the mound. That's that pitch high and inside for a ball. Thanks to howtopronounce.com. And that has...
So Lizcano is a freshman right-hander. He's had 10 appearances on the year. That one hit him I'm talking about that.
Hit him hard.
It hit him hard because it bounced up and went to the backstop. So that's. In the third innings pitched, 30 hits given up, 17 runs, 12 walks, 32 Ks. Good walk to K ratio there for Lezcano. ERA of 2.91.
Well, he can bring the heat on that fastball, but right now a little bit of trouble at controlling it as Luke Wood showed bunt that time, and looks like they're going to have a little meeting on the mound here after Jarrett Morris was hit by a pitch. You said it's East Central. That's not what you want. I don't know if I'm Jarrett. I don't want that either.
No.
That hurt.
No, it definitely did. With as far as that ball hit him and it bounced up in the air.
Making a change already.
And I'd find it hard. I'm going to say that he's not, but
maybe just settling him down a little bit.
I'm going to say they're settling him down. Got to, because again, you've got ball one here. I think, wasn't it? Was that a ball one or?
Yeah, ball one. So 1-0.
So 1-0 count here, and that's again, that's why they're walking out there, because you came in, you hit a guy, got him on, and now you've thrown ball one. Coach Collier's talking to his guys about, all right, this is what we got to do here. This is how we're going to play this. Currently, if I'm Luke Wood right now, I'm going to wait and see until I get a strike, unless it's just down there in the groove zone. But the third baseman's playing in, anticipating the bunt.
So Wood's going to show bunt again, lays it down. It's going to go foul down the first base side.
Not what you want.
No, 1-1 now is the count. That pitch was another fastball that was up in the zone. As 1 ball and 1 strike now with no outs. Morris at first base after taking a fastball to the number in the back that time in his first at bat of the inning here.
And that bunt was hit about as hard as a ground ball, and that's not what you want, because that could get a double play if it's hitting the right place. Wood does a good job right there, pulls back. That pitch is high, 2-1 count. So good job by Wood there to look at that. Again, East Central totally playing the bunt here. ICC trying to get him over to second, see if they can get him in.
Indians up 8-6 here in the bottom of the 8th over the number 2 team in the country, East Central.
And
that pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, you can't pull back on that one. That he's called that. Like I say, I think I said it earlier, 95% of the time today. Yep. And so that's one. He's definitely going to call that fastball outside part of the plate. Couldn't get it down. 2-2 count.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. A runner at first. Shows bunt, lays it down. It's a beauty.
Yeah,
only 1 play.
Pressure was on. If he fouls this one off, that's an out for Luke. So, again, pressure was on to get that down. Coach Collier was determined, I think, at that point, get the bunt down.
Yeah.
Just get the bunt down. Let's get the guy to second, because we got the top of the lineup coming up, and that's what we got here now with Jude Treadway.
That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. Back to the top of the lineup here with Treadway, who doubled in his last at bat. 1 out and a runner at second. Swings of the first pitch, fouls this one back. Strike 1.
Yeah, righty on lefty. Treadway bats from the left-hand side of the plate. And, again, this powering fastball coming in so far. But ICC has got to make some adjustments here. Try to get this run in at second.
So 0-1 is the count. This pitch, just got in front of it, but almost luckily, well, I don't want to say luckily, because the runner would have been advanced to third, but did foul it off as 0-2 now is the count.
Again, got to work your timing in, of course, with that powering fastball that you've got out there. Again, that changeup can throw your timing off, or anything that's got any breaking ball or movement on it.
This pitch fouled back and out of play. We'll stay at 0-2 here on Jude Treadway. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. ICC leading the number 2 team in the country, East Central, 8-6. Trying to pick up an insurance run here in the bottom of the 8th. Treadway at the dish. 0-2 is the count. That pitch up high, not a bad spot to miss. Couldn't get him to chase one there. If he does and makes contact, it's just a pop-up. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, breaking pitch right there that was up in the zone, like you say, didn't get him to chase it. Good eye by Treadaway. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Checks the runner, now the pitch in the dirt. Ball gets away, but not far enough to chance it for the runner to go to third there. Count will even up now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second. Jude Treadaway at the plate here for ICC. Indians trying to get the upset here in game 1, leading it 8-6 here over East Central. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Lizcano's pitch. It's up high. 3-2 now is the count here to Treadaway.
Yeah, good job by Jude Treadaway to run this count back to full now. So excellent job. They are talking to the bullpen down there and trying to see if he's ready. Another pitcher down there is ready.
3-2 pitch. Ripped and right at the second baseman, so the runner will advance over to third. 4-3 on the putout. Boy, that one sounded really good off the bat, but right at the second baseman. 2 away now for ICC.
Yeah, good job. It was a good. I mean, again, good solid contact by Jude Treadaway. Did his job though too by getting the runner over to third. Now with 2 outs, ICC's got to get this run in if they want an insurance run and get the lead to 9-6.
So this will be Jackson Settlemyers at the dish. Looks at that first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Settlemyers is 0 for 3 on the day with a walk and a run scored. He's another one of those hot bats that's due right now for the Indians. Runner at third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. That pitch missing low and outside. 2-0 now is the count.
Good eye by Settlemyers. Patient coming up to the plate, not swinging at waiting on your pitch, basically, not just up there just swinging erratically. So good job there by Settlemyers thus far. 2-0 count.
Brad mentioned 2-0 is the count here to Settlemyers. Takes a healthy chop at that one. Missing 2-1 now is the count. Boy, if he could have timed that one up, that one would have traveled a mile there, as that was a healthy swing.
Yeah, but that's not one he's going to hit out in left field. He's got to drive that one to right field.
So waiting the 2-1 pitch here. That one missing outside. 3-1 now is the count here on Settlemyers.
Lizcano has kept everything on the way from Settlemyers right here. Everything away. So it's been on the outside part of the plate with a 3-1 count. I'll be interested to see if he comes back in on it.
So 3-1 is the count here to Jackson Settlemyers. 2 out and a runner at third. Stayed outside, so that's going to be ball 4. Nice at bat there. Really surprised he didn't appeal down to first, since he did check his swing, and I don't think he went at all. But now this will bring up Ben Davis to the plate here. ICC leading at 8-6. Runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Davis will dig in. He's 1 for 4 on the day with an RBI double back in the first inning. Since then, it struck out twice and flew out to center to end the 4th. For the Indians, we talk about it. Needing some timely hints. Hadn't been able to have those all season. Well, right now would be a huge one here for Davis. That pitch finds the edge for a strike. And if you're Lizcano, you're like, where was that on the previous 4 pitches?
Yeah, he worked it out there with Settlemyers and then got the call here on Ben Davis on pitch number 1.
So 0-1 is the count to Davis. That pitch missing low. 1-1 now is the count.
And what you got to be thinking here, in my opinion, if you're being at the plate, because he's working the outside part of the plate, is driving that pitch, because Ben's a right-handed batter, driving that pitch to right field. Great to make solid contact, but driving it over to the right side somewhere.
Now the pitch. That one low outside. Ball's going to get away, and the run's going to scamper home, and that's going to be a big-time insurance run there for the Indians. Ooh. Boy, that's plays that just haven't gone our way this season, and that one finally going our way.
Big time right there, big error. So that's going to be a pass ball. Could not, just kind of went between his legs and just, I don't know. Anyway, just wasn't a lot of effort put into it again. I hate to say that, but it's just like, it's kind of lackadaisical, if you want to call it.
We've seen that a few times today out of East Central.
And so it gets the run in, and that hurts for East Central 9-6, and you still have a runner in scoring position. And again, Lescano's trying that. I mean, he's working and working and working that outside part, and he's not getting that call. And I don't know if he's overcompensating now and he just can't get it in or what, but it's a 3-1 count to Ben.
So as Brad mentioned, 3-1 is the count.
That's easy.
And that went in there for a strike. So ICC adds an insurance run after that pass ball, allows Morris to score from third. 2 outs, 3-2 is the count. This one ripped, but right at the third baseman who reels that one in and gets that one for the final out, but not before the Indians able to score 1 run on no hits and no errors and 1 left on base. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Can the Indians find a way to pull off the upset here in Game 1? Stay tuned to find out. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
High school seniors, listen up. Your journey at Itawamba Community College begins now. Registration for ICC's orientation sessions is now open. This free, required, and incredibly beneficial event is a must. Discover the ins and outs of campus life, create your class schedule for the fall. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss out. Register for one of our spring or summer sessions at www.iccms.edu/orientation.
Welcome back now as we head to the top of the 9th inning. ICC leading at 9-6 over the number 2 team in the country, East Central Indians. Brad, they need to catch a hot streak to try to make a push for the playoffs. And I tell you what, a win over the number 2 team in the country could really, really help spark this ball club.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's not going to be easy here in Game 1 because right now Yearwood's still out there, which is fine. He came in relief, but he's got to face 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 batters due up right where you want to be right now if you're East Central. As that pitch missing low and outside, this is going to be Barrett Rogers to start us off here. 0 for 3 on the day with a walk that did drive in a run back in the second. 9-6 is your score. 1-0 is the count. This pitch hit down the line but foul. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, turned on it just out in front, chopped it foul down the first base side. So if you're Yearwood, you got to go after them. You don't want to put runners on base on your own. And that's not going to get you a strike.
Yeah, that was a breaking pitch that kind of just lost the handle of it that time. 2-1 now is the count here on Rogers. 2-1 pitch. This one lifted. Left fielder is going to come running in and makes the play. Like he slipped for a second, was able to gather himself and catch the fly out for out number 1.
Number 2.
Gotta keep this momentum going. There's a little spark right now with ICC and something we haven't seen a lot of here at home, and but a little spark going right here with ICC, and got to keep this momentum going to get this cleanup hitter out, Mo Little.
Well, this is Mo Little, as Brad just mentioned, at the plate, takes that first pitch, low and outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Little. Yearwood's pitch popped up. And the right fielder is going to camp underneath it for out number 2. Looked like really nobody was calling anyone off that time, but McCray able to reel that one in despite looking into the sun. Now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to bring up Trey Bridges. Indians fans, they've been looking for something to celebrate all season. Boy, if they can find this final out of the inning here, it could be big time. That pitch in there, off speed for a strike here to Bridges.
Yeah, so far, good job by Yearwood not being phased at this moment, as that's ball 1-1 count, by being in this situation here, facing the number 2 team in the nation.
1-1 is the count. That pitch runs inside. 2-1 now is the count here to Trey Bridges. He is 1 for 4 on the day. He singled, scored on an error back in the first. He's flown out to center twice and lined out to right in his most recent at bat. As now that pitch fouled off, and 2-2 is the count.
I mean, if you're Yearwood, you got to come at him, Adam. I mean, you got 2 outs. Yes, I mean, what if he does hit a home run? If he does, that's fine. You still got a 9-6 lead. You got to come after him.
This pitch fouled back, and we'll stay at 2-2 here to Bridges, who is playing in right field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Indians an out away here in the top of the 9th from upsetting the number 2 team in the country. They lead it 9-6. Bridges awaiting the pitch from Yearwood. Just missing outside. Boy, a tough one to hold off there if you're Bridges. ICC fans wanted that for strike 3, but instead the count now goes full.
Is that 95%?
Yes. 3-2 pitch.
Got him.
Swung on and missed for strike 3. And the Indians complete the upset, winning 9-6 here in game 1 against East Central. Big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to end it. ICC wins it 9-6. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC wins it 9-6 here in game 1 over the number 2 team in the country in East Central. Brad, we've said it every time we come to the ballpark. Feels like this team is just a break away for something good happening. Well, guess what? That break came in the 7th inning on a drop fly ball by the center fielder, and then a 2-run home run followed by Dre McCray. ICC did add an insurance run in the bottom of the 8th, but that was the break we've been waiting for, been looking for, and the Indians get it, cash in, and get the big win here in game 1.
Yeah, and that's what they haven't done this season thus far, is taking advantage of those opportunities. And today we have seen ICC at the plate take advantage of some opportunities that they previously have not been doing with getting runners on, getting them, driving them in. But still, the numbers out there on the board. I mean, you got a 9-6 game, 8 hits for Etowah, 6 for East Central. I talked earlier about the errors. You know, a 3-1 is where it was starting there, and now it's 3-3 errors, 3 apiece. So Etowah with 3 errors and East Central with 3. That came back to haunt East Central, and it did. That big drop in center field, we'll call it what we want to call it. It was a tie ball game at that point in time, and it was a 6-6, and you know, so that hurt. I mean, yes, there was another error here that was a pass ball that hurt and got the 3rd run and get that insurance run in, if you want to call it. But the biggie was that center field dropping that ball out there, which was a can of corn, if you want to call it in baseball terms. You know, one of those that you should easily catch, get that out, and that would have been the 3rd out of the inning. Dre McCray says, I'm going to make you pay. And boy, did he make them pay. He hit it in the pines out there. And so that pushed ICC up to give them that 8-6 lead. And so, Adam, that's why, in my opinion, here for game 1, I'm choosing Dre McCray as our player of the game.
Yeah, our Samstown Market star of the game is going to be a clean sweep on that there. I'm going to go with Dre McCray as well. I'll tell you what, I feel bad for Zach Randolph because he's not going to be able to never to come back to an ICC game as he threw, well, caught our first pitch of the game, being a former catcher here. But you know already Coach Collier's probably going to beeline to him after the game and say, hey, you can't leave. You got to stay for game 2.
You got to stay. I need you here for game 2.
Well, ICC wins the first game of the day by the final score of 9-6, with Dre McCray being our Samstown Market star of the game. We'll take a break and be back in about 20-25 minutes for game 2 here on the ICC Sports Network. Indians win it 9-6 here in game 1 over the number 2 team in the country, East Central. Back with more in 20 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. understanding you.